Hello and bienvenue to Life's Questions and Lessons. I am your host, Charity Youngblood, and I'm so excited that you are here with me today. This season, we're going deep to help you rediscover who you are. So let's get started with today's question. What feelings visit you the most often? What feelings visit you the most often? So this season, we are really building a comprehensive understanding of who we are and where we are and the elements of ourselves that we need to rediscover. And so if you haven't already, I definitely encourage you to listen to the previous episodes of our What Makes You You series. But today I wanted to kind of bring something to the table that we talked about before. And that's really the feelings that visit you. I like to say, this question of what feeling is visiting me right now, because for one, it's kind of fun, and I have a very vivid imagination, like a child. I never grew up. But two, it kind of puts things in perspective of your feelings as a different. I almost want to say feelings as a human being, but somebody who's coming to visit. Hopefully, you want to have people come to visit you and talk and all these types of things. So that's one of the reasons why I like to say these feelings that are visiting you. But I also think it's important to check in and see the feelings that are visiting you the most often. Sometimes and I would even go so far as to say usually, the feeling that we want to visit us the most often is happiness or excitement or, any of the other quote unquote positive emotions and feelings. But I think it's really important for us to understand that every feeling that is visiting us for a reason. And if we don't stop to think about and sit with, why is this feeling visiting me in this moment? There can really be some potential issues, right? We want to understand these things. We want to ask ourselves these questions in curiosity, not judgment, so we can understand who we are and why these things are occurring in our lives, right? So as I was exploring this question for myself, lately I've been getting a myriad of feelings, as I'm sure we all do, but there is some feelings of I don't know what you would call this, uneasiness, I guess that would be not sure, uncertainty, just not, feelings of not being sure, not being certain, along with excitement and adventure and novelty and kind of wanting to do a lot of new things as well. So it's been kind of an interesting dance between those types of feelings. And I'm just kind of sitting with it. None of the feelings that I want to feel less often, like sadness and anger and irritation and frustration, they don't visit me that often. But if that is the case for you, I would really ask, give yourself a little grace again, and just kind of ask why. What is it around me in this season that might be opening up space for those emotions? I think one of the things that I like to do as I check in throughout moment to moment throughout the day is really making sure that I surround myself with energizers. So the people that I'm talking to energize me. They don't drain me. I don't feel worse when I talk to these people, as well as some of the things like activities. Am I being surrounded by energizers? So definitely look at, whatever this is for you, right? Explore this question in whatever way works best for you. And really just acknowledge, this is kind of the time to acknowledge what those feelings are. And the next episode, we can really dig into okay, well, why are these feelings, visiting me? And do I want these feelings to visit me as often as they are? So those are the questions I had on my heart today. As always, thank you so much for listening. Please rate and review this podcast wherever you're listening to my words. And if this episode was helpful for you, please share it. We are here on this planet to help each other. So if it was helpful, please pass it along. And until next time, take care.